What's up all the people on the internet? My name is Malo and this is DailyPlus. Hello everyone once again and welcome to DailyPlus, your favorite show about everything Eurovision. So today we have a bunch of Junior Eurovision news, we also have a little bit of Eurovision news. We're taking a throwback to last year's Junior contest and we're listening to the song of the week. So let's get started. And we're starting with the news that the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2015 is now well on its way when it comes to preparations. Because last week we saw the head of delegation meeting and there all the songs were handed in to EBU and the Bulgarian broadcaster BNT presented their ideas for both postcards, stage design and everything about this year's Junior Eurovision. This means in the next coming week we will know much more about the show, and it also means that we're going into the final stage when it comes to preparing for this year's Junior Eurovision, which is only about a month away now. It also means we now know the final number of participants, which will this year be 17. This is the first time since 2007 that 17 participants have been on the Junior Eurovision stage. And this is definitely very nice news from the EBU, as they've been working hard on making the Junior Eurovision more attractive for the broadcasters over the last couple years. If you want to know everything we know so far about this year's Junior Eurovision, I made a video over at my own channel #pigtails where I talk about all the things we know so far, all the countries, the location for the show, all these things. So check that video out if you want to know everything about this year's Junior Eurovision. One of the exciting announcements that was made during the head of delegation meeting is that the 17th country will be Australia. Australia, who took part for the very first time in the Eurovision this year as part of the 60-year anniversary special, will now also get the chance to compete at this year's Junior Eurovision. Of course, Australia isn't a European country, but they have been showing the Junior Eurovision ever since the first time, all the way back in 2003. Australians are great fans of the Eurovision Song Contest, and they've been broadcasting that show for many years as well. And this year they were invited to Vienna to compete in the Eurovision Song Contest 2015. Now, because of the success of their artist Guy Sebastian and his song Tonight Again, EBU also decided to invite them for the Junior Eurovision. And the singer and song from Australia has already been revealed. Bella Page, who took part in The Voice Kids in Australia, will take part in the Junior Eurovision with her song My Girls. My Girls is co-written by Australian artist Delta Goodrem, and we look forward to seeing Australia at this year's Junior Eurovision. During the head of delegation meeting, this year's stage was also revealed. You can see a small clip of the 3D model of the stage that was shown on the Junior Eurovision YouTube page, and you can click the link to see the full video. The stage is definitely one of the biggest in the Junior Eurovision history, and that is made possible because of Arena Amek, which is the big arena hosting the Junior Eurovision this year, which will be able to host up to 12,000 people. What do you think of this year's Junior Eurovision stage? Let us know down in the comments below. And finally, loads more songs has been released, because this year we saw the premiere of the songs from Armenia, Macedonia, Georgia, Italy and Serbia. These songs will join the already existing lineup of songs that will compete in Sofia this year. However, we're still waiting for Bulgaria, Ireland, Malta, Montenegro and San Marino to reveal their artist and song. But hopefully we will hear it within the coming weeks. Now over to a couple Eurovision news. BHRT, the broadcaster in Bosnia-Herzegovina, has unfortunately withdrawn their participation for next year's Eurovision. Bosnia-Herzegovina was not able to find the fundings that they were looking for to fund the contest. However, if they're able to find a sponsor, they might possibly still participate. This is something that's made a lot of fans upset, as people really wanted Bosnia-Herzegovina to participate in next year's Eurovision. But unfortunately, the financial situation within the Bosnia-Herzegovina broadcaster has not been very good over the last couple years, and that is the reason for them not participating. Bosnia-Herzegovina last participated in the Eurovision in 2012 when the show was held in Baku in Azerbaijan. And so far their best placing was in 2006 when they got 3rd place. More sad news, Portugal will not be participating in next year's Eurovision, but they plan to return by 2017. This has made a lot of fans speculating about what it could be about Portugal, since this will be the third time that they're missing a contest held in Sweden. Could it be something about the Swedish broadcaster? Or could it simply be because of the fact that Portugal hasn't done well in the Eurovision since 2010? No one knows for sure, but it looks like they're back in 2017, and they're looking into new ways of doing their national selection. Portugal took part in the Eurovision this year, but didn't manage to get to the final. The best placing that Portugal has ever had was when they came 6th, so it hasn't always been easy for Portugal to participate in the Eurovision Song Contest. And finally, Lithuania and Iceland is now looking for entries for their national selections. If you want more information about that, remember to check our website esc-plus.com, because on there you can find all the information on how to submit songs and when their national finals will be held. Now it's time to look at one of the old Junior Eurovision contests in our throwback, and this time we're actually only going 1 year back, because we're taking a look at last year's Junior Eurovision in the Marshall Shipbuilding in Malta. After Malta won the Junior Eurovision in 2013, they were very excited to host the contest, because this was the first time that Malta had ever won anything Eurovision related, and they were determined to bring the big show to the little island of Malta. The show was held in the Marshall Shipbuilding, which was an old shipyard, very similar to BRV which hosted the Eurovision Song Contest last year. PBS, the broadcaster in Malta, was determined to make the show even bigger and better than ever before, and together with EBU they put in a great effort to make even more countries participate. And it paid off, because we saw the debut of 3 countries and 4 countries were returning. Italy, Montenegro and Slovenia were the debuts last year, and one of those countries, Italy, was lucky enough to win the whole thing with Vincenzo Cantiello and Tu Primo Grande Amore. Serbia, Croatia, Cyprus and Bulgaria were returning to the contest, after not having taken part for a couple years. Croatia was the very first country to win the contest all the way back in 2003, but unfortunately this time they didn't score a very high result. The show was also watched by many more people than all the previous contests. Both in the contest it was shown and online, the Junior Eurovision Song Contest saw a massive boom when it came to interest and viewers. I think we should all give a big thank you to the EBU and PBS for making last year's contest such a grand show. It is really forming the way of new artists and new ways of doing the Junior Eurovision. And with the 17 countries we have this year, it means that we're well on the way to make the Junior Eurovision almost as big as the Eurovision itself. Now let's listen to the song of the week. And I thought, let's go back to 2006, because that's actually a contest that we haven't seen anything from before. However, you might recognize the singer from a couple weeks back when we did a Where Are They Now, because we're going back to the 3rd place that year from Sweden. Molly Sandén and The Fineste Någon Kan Få got a 3rd place at that year's Junior Eurovision, which was held in Romania. This is so far the best result for Sweden, who unfortunately aren't participating this year. It was also the first time that Swedish broadcaster TV4 was responsible for sending in an entry, as Swedish broadcaster SVT had dropped out, along with the other Nordic countries, to make MGP Nordic instead. There you go, that was all I had this week for DailyPlus. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like and a favorite so we know you want more, and click subscribe button for shows like this, and also exclusive interviews. If you want all the latest Eurovision and Junior Eurovision news as soon as it comes out, remember to check our website esc-plus.com, because we post all the latest news as soon as it comes out. And if you want more from me, I have a show called #Pigtails, which is all about music and culture, and I hope you're interested in checking that out too. But that's all for today. See you next week.